The last mechanical thing I had to do to this thing for it to pass inspection was replace this leaking fuel line clip here on the fuel rail. This was a pain. I had to cut the hose to get this off, which left me with a little shorter of a bit of nylon here to work with. And they tell you to boil the nylon hose for like 10 minutes or so in water and then press this on or take it off. That didn't work for me, and I tried heating it up with a heat gun, which is, you know, dangerous. That didn't work, so the hose kept getting shorter and shorter. I had to go out and buy another length of our coil of hose and these little couplings here. I must have blown through a good half foot before I determined that heating it up in any method was not going to work for me. I was able to heat the hose up a little bit and push this on. That went on pretty easy. But at any rate, I consulted YouTube and I found there was a guy talking about doing it, and he had a set of nylon jaws for his vise, and he just clamped the hose in his vise and just pounded the fitting on with a hammer. I used what do you call this stuff? This stuff. I used a little bit of that for lube. That worked amazing. I wouldn't have been able to do it here because I don't have a way to clamp onto this when it was in the car, but one way or the other, I got it done. I got 3 things here that I want to spray on it tonight before I tried it for the inspection. And I know I'll be able to get inspected without doing any of this, but I really want to try these out. I've got a silver paint here. That's for headers, and I know this is supposed to be sprayed on like clean metal, and my exhaust pipes are definitely rusty. So I'm kind of curious just how long it lasts. See what it does. So I'm going to try it out. And this is for the muffler, the cherry bomb that I had on it. I had gotten it all sandblasted up when I was working on it, and I just want to kind of try to protect it now so it lasts a little bit longer. But just sprayed on 3 coats on here, and I think when that dries we'll be all set. Put this thing back together and try it for inspection sticker. Figure I'd give you a look at this undercoating. That's a lot more texture than the other stuff had. I didn't spray the undercoating all the way. I kind of faded it off here. And this is just that 3M stuff and the paint. I also got the muffler painted up with that engine enamel and the header paint. That stuff came out pretty good. I like that stuff. Let's just see if it holds out. Well, passed inspection. I have a current sticker. I've been driving it for a couple weeks. I've got about 520 miles, I think the tripometer said. And of course it's been sitting for a year, plus however many years it sat before I purchased it. So there's a lot of wear and tear items that need to be addressed. I want to go all through the front end and in the back. But for tonight I've got brakes. Got disc brakes up front, drums in the back. I wish it had discs in the rear and the front like in some of the newer model CJs. But I got the rear brakes changed, and as far as the shoes go, they had a lot of life left in them, but I went in there and I changed them all out anyway. And right back here I was having problems with a lot of squeaking noise, and I thought the brakes were just really going, but what it really was the spring had fallen off. And as far as the front brakes go, I had taken the caliper off on the driver's side, and I looked at the pads and I compared them to the new ones, and they're only like 1/8 of an inch down from brand new, and of course you got like almost a whole 1/2 inch of pad there. So would have been worth it to change those out. I'll just put those on the shelf and hold off on that. I've had this on the road long enough now where it's time for an oil change. and everything seems to be holding up alright. I need to start picking away at all the leaks under here, like on the pinion seals and all that. But that exhaust paint didn't hold up very well at all, like I didn't really expect it to. But the silver kind of surprised me. That held on longer than I thought it would have. All the body work I did under here seems to be doing alright.